Hi, welcome to the Fulcrum. Mike here. Out for a little jaunt about in the woods. Thought I'd bring you along for a little trip. Found a new trail. Thought I'd just loop around and see where it goes. I have Cyrus Muttley along with me, so he tends to be dragging me around a little bit. Cyrus is an old lab hound shepherd cross. Ears, eyes, and nose goes 24/7. So I just kind of follow his lead. Love getting back in places like this. So quiet, not many people about today. You can see the water down through the trees there. So the trail loops right along the edge. Easy to forget the troubles of the world when you get out like this. What's going on in the Ukraine? Instead of just 4,000 miles away, it's like 1,000,000 miles away. Ooh, there's another wee trail goes back in. I'll have to explore that sometime. I don't give such events a lot of great thought. The best you can do is be prepared in your own home turf. I suggest right now with the rising prices and inflation, wherever you can, get out every week and stock up on some staples like rice and flour, salt, sugar, canned goods that keep for long periods of time. Just chuck them in the pantry. See a deal on hamburger, fill up the freezer. Can't hurt. Oh, what have we here? Another wee trail. Let's go check this one out. Not sure where this one goes. If I get lost, I've still got about 8 hours of daylight. Not to worry though. The inflation, you probably notice every time you go to the store, prices are way up from what they were. I know a lot of products that were $3 to $5 are now $4 to $6. Things that I normally get, like eggs, are up $1.50 a dozen. Milk's up $1. Rice still seems to be about the same. I tend to buy things more in bulk when it's on sale. And luckily I live within blocks of 3 supermarkets, so I can get a pretty good idea as what's the best deal at the moment. Yeah, coming out of the woods at a little clearing here. Not much topsoil here. Maybe a foot at best. Hence all the cedars back in here. Takes a long time for mature hardwoods to take root in this soil. This was all one big open field years ago. Now back through the clearings and into the woods again. I'm going to go out and stock up on some goods when I get home. I have a local dollar store, Dollarama they're called here. And you get some great deals on staples. For example, the canned soup that are like about $2.50 in the chain stores are only $1.50 at the dollar store. They also have small packs of pre-mixed rice dinners, which you can add meat and veg to, for about $1.50 a pack. All kinds of canned meat, corned beef, chicken and ham. All the stuff keeps for years, so it doesn't hurt to stock up the pantry. Dead quiet in here. Just some birds singing. Looks like we've looped right back around to the water. Cyrus, of course, has to stop about every 30 feet to have a good sniff. He acts like he owns the whole place. Oh, here we are coming out in the open again. Out near the water. Probably hear the sound of the waves coming up. Bit of a breeze. Maybe I should just attach the camera to the dog. Get a remote control. It's a bit brisk. It's about 10 degrees Celsius. 50 for those of you who use the Fahrenheit scale. Well, the wind's whipping up the waves pretty good. Got a wind coming in from the northeast, which never bodes well. Probably rain coming in within the next half hour or so. Another path to explore. Back into the woods we go. Well, the next 6 months or so should be interesting. Fuel prices going through the roof. Food prices going up. I know in our area, the price of housing has got to the point of ridiculous. A little 1.5 story shoebox of a wartime house pushing $500,000. The same house sold 2 years ago for $235,000. Rents going through the roof. Large corporations that are buying these houses, they're sending flyers around paying cash, regardless of condition, gutting them, redoing them, and then renting them out. So the average person is being edged right out of becoming homeowners. Not a good scenario. Beautiful spot. Now, I haven't been down this trail before. Follows a limestone bluff. Ah, another crossroads. Ah, let's go this way. I know I'm planning on cutting my food costs this summer by putting in a large garden. Something I always used to do when I had my own house. Since I downsized and moved into rental, I do have a large backyard. My landlord has kindly offered to let me put a garden in there. I would imagine the price of seedlings is going to be up this year compared to last. So if you're going to be putting in tomatoes, and green peppers and beans, that kind of thing, or lettuce, whatever you happen to buy as seedlings, might be a good idea this year to look into starting your own seedlings. Save yourself a few dollars, maybe get them in a little bit earlier. I'm going to put in a whole mess of potatoes this year. Started doing those last year and had a great crop. Nothing nicer than going out in the garden around lunchtime, grabbing a handful of cherry tomatoes, some beans and some potatoes, baby potatoes, fresh dug, some garlic and butter, salt and pepper. Throw on a chicken breast. Nothing like it. Oh, look at that. An old camp. Let's go in and have a look. Now, will you look at that? Remains of an old teepee. Lord knows how long it's been here. Big flat rock with a campfire on it. Remainder of some of the poles from the teepee over there. Huh. Amazing. Well, we're going to head back to the car. Hop in Mistress Miata and go for a bit of a drive. Muttley loves driving shotgun. Nose out the window. I hope you enjoyed a little trip through the woods. But remember, think clearly, breathe deeply, enjoy the day. This is Mike from the Fulcrum. Oh, and before I forget, if you like little videos, like and subscribe.